Well, hello, lacrosse friends, and welcome back to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center in beautiful Oakville, Ontario, for game number 3 of this week, week number 2 of the MSL Classic here. And we have the Owen Sound taking on the Six Nations Chiefs. Of course, last night the Chiefs won their first game of the MSL Classic. A big win over the Coburg Kodiaks, while Owen Sound went down in defeat to the hands of the Oakville Rock last night here on this very rink, on the blue rink. It was a great game last night. We were talking after the game with the other announcer, Matt Carrick. He was saying it was for 3 quarters. It was the third. It was the game of the season so far, 3 quarters wise, and then Oakville pulled away. And here we go, face off at center. We've got Tyson Bomberry taking the draw against Chris Willman. Chiefs gather the ball quickly as they set up shop here. Vern Hill Jr. had the ball, hands it off to Austin Stotts. Stotts made his debut last night, had a huge game. Bomberry along the wall. Stotts, he's bothered by a defender. He spins. There's a pass shot by Bomberry, Brendan Bomberry, and save by number 42, Rylan Hartley. There's a shot and a save. That one off the stick of Wes Whitlow. Hartley with the start tonight, and down to the other end, we've got Dustin Hill for the Chiefs. So the goaltending matchup is set as Owen Sound heads down the floor for their first offensive set of this game here in the MSL Classic. Owen Sound moving the ball around. Fegan, he's got the ball, drop down low and now up high. There's a shot. That one goes wide. That one shot by John St. John, number 7. Shot clock expires, and Cadeau Hill with it as Cadeau drops it back for Kobe Whitcomb. Kobe Whitcomb, the surprise player of last night, making his MSL debut. And I said last night that it was his first game in a Chiefs uniform, and actually was his second game in a Chiefs uniform. Played as AP, and there's the tip, scores! And guess what? Talking about Kobe Whitcomb, and Kobe Whitcomb, ball bounces off his stick and squeaks by Rylan Hartley. Well, if the magical offensive stick, I don't think Whitcomb has done anything different with that stick. He might have carried that stick all day today after yesterday's performance. He scored 5 goals. And again, I was just saying, Whitcomb, playing in his second game as a Chief. He was a member of the Six Nations Rebels a couple of years ago and was brought up for a game against the Coburg Kodiaks. 13 minutes to go here in the first, as Owen Sound moves the ball around. There's a save by Dustin Hill. Marty Hill with it. He heads to the bench in favor of the offensive set here as the Chiefs wind up. Cadeau Hill with it. Cadeau, there's a shot. That one goes well wide. Picked up by Austin Stotts. Stotts to Durston. Durston can't get a hold of it. Now he does. Durston looking to pass. He's up on top. Durston winds, pumps, fakes, shoots. That one goes wide and off the boards and all the way down as the shot clock expires. As the ball rolls all the way down. And Owen Sound now with the ball. Owen Sound moving the ball around. There's a shot. That one smothered by Dustin Hill. That one off the stick of Mike Vegan. Vern Hill Jr., he's got the ball along the right side. Vern Hill out to Cadeau. Now to Bomberry. Brendan Bomberry with it. He goes up on top. There's a pass, shot, save by Hartley. Owen Sound winding things up here, taking their time. 11 and a half to go here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here on JVI Video. Daryl Smart along with the crew here at the track. As Oakville recovers the ball. Parker Campbell brings it back to McNabb. McNabb dumps it into the corner as the shot clock expires, and we've got ourselves a little bit of a defensive battle. Both teams playing hard defense right now. Durston out to Stotts. Stotts, he was looking for Whitcomb, but he was checked as the errant pass from Hartley goes all the way down, and he plays catch with Dustin Hill. Bomberry with it. He goes deep to Durston. Durston shot and a beautiful save by Hartley. Hartley had to be sharp on that one. He was going left to right and had to swing the arms out and made a beautiful save on Durston. Stotts with the shot. That one off the shoulder of Hartley. Stotts again. There's another shot. That one stopped by Hartley. Hartley's in a groove now. As the loose ball to the right of Hartley. Still in the corner, scrum picked up by Owen Sound. John St. John with it. He holds on to the ball. He's got the ball on the right side. As Owen Sound goes around. St. John out to McNabb. McNabb goes around the pick. There's a shot and a save by Dustin Hill. 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. First quarter of action, of course, in the MSL Classic. We're playing 4 15-minute quarters here, opposed to the regular 3 20-minute periods in Major Series Lacrosse regular season action, part of the trial rules that the league is testing out while we play the MSL Classic. Durston's pass intercepted by Robert Hudson. Hudson in, shoots, just goes wide. Hudson with the shot as the ball caroms over the glass and into the Chiefs bench. A good start by both teams. As Hartley heads to the bench, gets a drink, has his pads looked at, and heads back to the bench, or back to the crease, and we've got ourselves our first penalty of the game. Not sure who that is in the box, but the Six Nations Chiefs down a player. That's number 2. That's Bo Hunter with the penalty. Not sure what the infraction was. If we had the replay, we could have checked that one out. Owen Sound on the power play. McNabb with the shot. That one's deflected by LeClaire. LeClaire checks Fegan as it's whistled dead. And as our officials straighten things out here. McNabb, he's going to start things out here for Owen Sound. He's got Dallas Bridle with him. John St. John, who's got the ball. St. John to McNabb, out to Bridle. Bridle across to St. John. Beautiful quick sticks and save by Dustin Hill. Nice little setup there by Owen Sound as the ball goes down. LeClaire now with it. Liam LeClaire. He's got it as Stotts collides with an Owen Sound defender. Stotts, he goes one-on-one with Jake Kranz. There's a shot, and that one goes off the melon of Hartley as Hartley gives Stotts a little shot after the save. 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play here on a beautiful Wednesday night here in the MSL Classic. Of course, week number 2, game number 3 of this week. Of course, we had 2 games yesterday. There's a shot and a save by Dustin Hill. Loose ball. Picked up. Owen Sound with it. McNabb. Pump. Shoot. That one's deflected off the shin of Justin Martin. As Martin has it, Martin's on a break. He shoots in the save by Hartley. Owen Sound with a fast break. There's a shot and scores! John St. John, the recipient of a beautiful fast break pass by Adam Weidman. Weidman saw St. John all alone down to the other end, and Weidman goes long distance, and St. John cashes, and we're all tied up here 1-1 with 7:32 remaining in this first quarter. So John St. John with the goal. He matches Whitcomb as we're all tied up here. LeClaire rushes down to the crease area, but nothing going on there. And there's a hit. Oh, Tyson Bomberry lowering the boom. The Six Nations police officer lowering the boom as he heads to the bench. Durston winds up, looking to pass. He sees Cadeau. Cadeau spins, tripped up, gets up, has the ball. Cadeau with it, winds up, shoots, scores! Cadeau Hill! Cadeau Hill with the shot and then the front roll to boot. And the Six Nations Chiefs take a 2-1 lead here with 6:48 remaining in the first quarter. Wow, what a play. Cadeau had all sorts of time. He bounced off the check, and then that's one thing Hill does really well. He just bounces off the check, and he bounced off about 3 checks and then picked up his footing and fired one and beat Hartley. And now the Six Nations Chiefs lead Owen Sound 2-1. Owen Sound with the ball as they work their way into the offensive zone. McNabb with it. McNabb winds up. There's a shot, and that one almost beats Hill, and that one off the stick of Dallas Bridle. St. John, he's up top. Jordan Cascanet out to McNabb. McNabb spins, pumps again, shoots. Oh, that one just went wide. That one almost fooled me. Owen Sound picks up the ball off the carom. Bridle with it. Bridle puts it one shoulder in, spins, shoots, scores! What a beautiful play by Dallas Bridle. Individual effort and just creating space for himself, and usually you bounce off the shoulder and take a step back and shoot. But Bridle showing that veteran presence, pulled down the Chiefs defender and just went forward, then spun. And now, just like that, we're all tied up here with 5:49 remaining in the first quarter. Wow. Beautiful individual effort by Bridle there. And almost a similar game to what Owen Sound played last night to Oakville. And again, for 3 quarters, Owen Sound went toe-to-toe with Oakville before Oakville battling along the boards, picks up. What a play by Cadeau as Whitcomb is the recipient of that behind-the-back pass, and Whitcomb with a beautiful opportunity and a beautiful save by Rylan Hartley. And again, Cadeau Hill, one of those guys, he's very elusive, not the fastest guy, definitely not the biggest guy, but boy, oh boy, he's very elusive, and he's just got that agility. 3 minutes remaining here, first quarter. Owen Sound 2, Six Nations 2. as Tyson Bomberry leads the charge here to Liam LeClaire. LeClaire is going to pull back, head to the bench, as the Chiefs look to reload here in the offensive end. Cadeau out to Whitlow. Wes Whitlow with it to Stotts. Cadeau playing catch with Stotts. Out to Whitlow. Now to Cadeau. He jumps, shoots, and that one goes wide. Shot. That one off the chest of Hartley. And there's another shot, and that one hits a Owen Sound defender. As the shot clock expires, all sorts of opportunities, but the Owen Sound defense, the story of this one, they just do a great job of collapsing in, not allowing the Six Nations shooters to have their way like they did last night against Coburg. There's a beautiful opportunity. That one missed. St. John with it. St. John behind his back tries to put one on net onto Dustin Hill. That one doesn't fool him. Marty Hill heads to the bench and passes it off to Vern Hill Jr. Bomberry. Ooh, that one off the iron there is Wes Whitlow rattles the iron past Hartley on that one. 1 minute, 40 seconds remain here in the first quarter of action here. MSL Classic. Owen Sound 2, Six Nations 2 here. Thanks for joining us on JVI Video. Daryl Smart along for the ride with you tonight, and thanks for joining us for more MSL action as the Owen Sound on the rush. Chris Willman with it. He pulls back. Out to McNabb. Owen Sound goes around the horn. St. John with the shot. He's got a goal tonight. Saved by Dustin Hill. Dustin Hill doing his best Warren Hill impersonation. Liam LeClaire all alone. Shoots, scores! Liam LeClaire. Liam LeClaire and Dustin Hill doing their best Warren Hill and Brendan Bomberry impersonation. Dustin Hill must have watched Warren Hill do that one. He did that a bunch of times last night. And Liam LeClaire making no mistake with 59 seconds remaining on the clock. And now the Six Nations Chiefs leading Owen Sound by a score of 3-2 with less than a minute to go. Six Nations with the ball. Austin Stotts with it. He's winding up. There's a shot, and that one rattles the iron. Boy, oh boy. And we were talking before the game. Austin Stotts, that his first shot yesterday, you could tell that he really was wanting to play lacrosse, and boy, oh boy, a little bit of pent-up frustration. There's Audie going again and looks to score, but his foot's in the crease, and of course, that draws a crowd as Austin Stotts on the ground and gets back up. As the officials try to straighten things out here. Austin Stotts with a beautiful opportunity, and again stopped by Hartley. Hartley, after that first goal, really settled in here as Stotts heads to the box here. 19.4 remaining in the first quarter. Of course, game sponsors for Six Nations. Weingard Motors, thank you very much for being a game sponsor for the Six Nations Chiefs as they help with the broadcasting of these games. And we're opening a Owen Sound penalty box, and it looks like number 26, Ty Miklik, heading to the penalty box as we've got offsetting penalties here with 19.4 to go. And it looks like we're going to play 5-on-5 with the coincidental penalties here. So Miklik, and Stotts in the box. 19.4 to go. We're going to play Some 5-on-5 action here. Bomberry, he's going to take his time. They've got the shot clock advantage. As he takes a look back at the clock, Durston. Out to Whitcomb. There's a shot by Bomberry. That one rattles the cage of Hartley as Cadeau tries to get a handle on it and couldn't. And that's all she wrote for this quarter. And after 15 minutes of play, the Six Nations Chiefs lead Owen Sound by a score of 3-2. Thank you again for joining us for MSL Classic action here live and online from the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Just a little bit of a reset here. Kobe Whitcomb, he started off the scoring, and of course, Kobe Whitcomb had 5 last night in his first MSL Classic game. And then Cadeau Hill with that beautiful individual effort, and at the end, with less than a minute to go, Liam LeClaire made it 3-2, thanks to that beautiful pass by Dustin Hill. And down to the other end, John St. John opened the scoring for Owen Sound on a nice shot. And then, of course, Dallas Bridle with that beautiful individual effort and bullying his way in and scoring and putting it past Hill. And that's where we are right now. Of course, we've got more MSL Classic action tomorrow night as the Oakville Rock, our hosts for the MSL Classic, take on the Coburg Kodiaks. That game, of course, like every game here at the MSL Classic, is at 8 o'clock, and you can watch that live and online here on JVI Video. Thank you again for joining us, and again, looking at some of the places that our viewers are watching from, not just in Ontario, but all over Canada, all over the United States. Thank you very much for joining us. It's great to be back playing some lacrosse, and you know what? With this MSL format, these young players and the veterans are putting on an absolute show so far. We haven't done 2 full weeks of this odyssey. And of course, the MSL Classic is a 5-week schedule, as the five of 6 teams here in in Major Series Lacrosse are participating. Of course, we've got Owen Sound and Six Nations, Coburg, Oakville, and Brooklyn. Leland Palace, he's got the draw against Chris Willman. Palace wins the draw, and Six Nations controls the play. Marty Hill with it. A longtime veteran player who's played a little bit with the Chiefs and a lot with the Six Nations Rivermen as well. Whitlow, shot saved by Hartley. Wes Whitlow with a nice effort there on as Owen Sound comes down the floor. Weidman, he heads to the bench. St. John, he's got Patrick Kaschuk, and he shoots, and that one's stopped by Hill, and the loose ball is whistled down as the Chiefs run up the floor. Liam LeClaire, he's got the ball. He's going to pull back and wait. 43 seconds remaining in the offsetting penalties as we're still playing 5-on-5. Durston out to Cadeau. Cadeau, he goes long distance to Durston. Durston looks to pass to Bomberry. Bomberry shot, and that one off the cage of Hartley. And that's the second or third time that Rylan Hartley has had a ball go off his cage, as we have a exchanging of pleasantries in front of him as the whistles blow. Bomberry with it. He's got Durston. Out to Bo Hunter. Bo Hunter up top. Spins off the check. Has a pick from Durston. He can't get the ball. Ball bounces into the stick of Hartley as Hartley looks to pass. Tyler Biles, he's got it now. He's going to wait for his teammates to get onto the floor, and as he heads to the bench, John St. John, one of the Owen Sound goal scorers, has it on the right side. He's going to direct traffic here, one of the veterans on this Owen Sound team. There's a shot, and that one off the cage of Dustin Hill, off the stick of Jordan Cascanet. Cascanet with the ball. Dallas Bridle with the ball. He's attracted a pair of Chief defenders. St. John spins off the check. He's still got it on the right side. He's looking. Tried to find Bridle, but couldn't get it. McNabb with it now. McNabb shoots. That one goes wide. The shooting gallery continues for Owen Sound. Nice little stutter step by St. John as he's checked by a pair of Chiefs. 12:30 remains here in the second quarter as the Chiefs set up shop in the offensive end. Vern Hill with it. Spins. Sees Cadeau. Cadeau goes behind his back and goes wide. Whitcomb. Out to Cadeau. Now to Stotts. Stotts, one hand on his stick, spins off the check, looking to go down low, but finds Cadeau up high. Cadeau with the shot, and that one easily swallowed up by Hartley. As Owen Sound, again, playing great team defense. Owen Sound really collapsing in. I'm going to say it a lot, I think, because it seems to be a game plan of Owen Sound's to just collapse down low and not give Six Nations sharpshooters anything, at least anything from in close. There's a shot by Bridle. That one easily handled by Hill. Hill out to Kevin Owen Hill. Owen Hill now with it. Hill heads to the bench in favor of Bo Hunter. Stotts. He's got Bomberry, Whitcomb, and Bo Hunter with him. Stotts. Drop pass to Durston. Shot. That one rattles the cage again of Hartley. Hartley's going to have to get a hearing test after this game as Owen Sound rushes down the floor. The pass intended for St. John's, or St. John missed, but swallowed up by McNabb. St. John, he's along the right side. Pass attempt to Fegan. Fegan couldn't get a handle on it. Now is Ty Logan has it. Logan out to Stotts. Stotts. That one stopped by Hartley. Oh, what an opportunity by Stotts as he tries to go around the world and tries to stuff it home from behind the net. Boy, that would have been a pretty picture. But again, Stotts mixing it up with Josh Medeiros. Medeiros taking exception to Stotts, who went right back in. As we're going to take a look at this replay. There's the shot. Stotts picks up the rebound, and look at this slow motion. He tries to stuff it. That's a close one. His foot is just on the line. I don't know. If we had another shot of that, boy, oh boy, was that close. Just by the replay, I don't know. Stotts looked like he may not have touched the line. Owen Sound on the power play now. Stotts in the box. Oh, as my buddy Lee Nannycoke, the photographer, just shows me he did touch the white line, just got his toe on it. Great still photograph by Lee Nannycoke. There's a shot and a goal. Vern Hill Jr., short-handed. As we're trying to figure out Stotts' last attempt. That's a beautiful long-distance pass, and Cadeau bounces off the check again. Cadeau finds Vern Hill, and Vern Hill slips it by Hartley with 10:19 remaining here in the second quarter. And again, Cadeau Hill showing a ton of veteran presence. And of course, he's just so elusive. He just bounces off the check and just collects himself and finds someone that's open. He has a knack for that, and this time it was Vern Hill Jr. who didn't make any mistake on that one. Owen Sound still in the power play. St. John with the shot. That one collected by the pad of Dustin Hill. Owen Hill now with it. He's on the rush. He finds Durston as he heads to the bench. Durston pulls back. He's got Bo Hunter and Whitcomb, two youngsters with him. And of course, this is a perfect example of what the MSL Classic is all about. Three Chiefs on the floor. Two of them are very, very young and one veteran. Hartley collides with Whitcomb, it looked like, as he goes to the bench in favor of an extra attacker, and we're going to have another penalty here. There's a shot and a goal! Kyle Dawson picked up the rebound. Johnny on the spot. As Owen Sound was trying to just, looked like they were just trying to waste it and try to get Six Nations to touch the ball so they could get the two-man advantage. But Kyle Dawson picked up the rebound and makes no mistake and puts it over the right shoulder of Dustin Hill, as you can see on the replay there. Nice little play there. It's one of those plays where it was kind of unexpected. Like I was saying, it looked like they were trying to force the two-man advantage, but they made some lemonade out of that. And Kyle Dawson with his first goal of the night. And we've got ourselves another one-goal game. Six Nations 4, Owen Sound 3 with 9 minutes remaining here. 1:49. As it looks like Six Nations with another penalty here. St. John on the power play, leading the way. McNabb shoots and scores, and we're all tied up. Jake McNabb with a shot from way out and skips it past the pad of Dustin Hill, and we've got ourselves a tie game. You can see it here, bridle to St. John. And then McNabb unloading from the left side. And we've got ourselves a tied game here on the power play. Leland Powis on the violation. And again, the face-off is one of those trial rules that the MSL Classic is trying out to more align with the NLL rules, of course. And again, you can go to majorseriesLacrosse.ca. There's a story on that in the news section on the various trial rules Major Series Lacrosse is trying out here at the MSL Classic. So make sure you head on over when you have some time to majorseriesLacrosse.com, majorseriesLacrosse.ca for all the scores, stats, rosters, and news. As 8 minutes remain here in the first half, Stotts has it, underhand pass to Bomberry. Bomberry shovels it into the stomach of Hartley as the shot clock expires, and Owen Sound with another offensive set. We're all tied up here. Tied at 4. Owen Sound, Six Nations, here live from the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Daryl Smart along with the JVI video crew. Thanks for joining us along the ride tonight. Of course, more lacrosse action tomorrow. And there's a shot from up top off the stick of Jordan Cascanet, easily handled by Hill. LeClaire goes long distance. He finds Stotts as Stotts holds back, waits for the full complement of Chiefs offense. Whitcomb, pass to Cadeau Hill. There's a real chemistry between Cadeau Hill and Whitcomb. There's a shot saved by Hartley. That's a nice stop. He had to go from right to left as Stotts unloaded that one rather quickly, and Hartley was up to the task on that one. Both goaltenders making some pretty good saves here in the first half. There's a shot from Whitcomb as Whitcomb with a full head of steam and a full head of confidence. Of course, talking to the game, Paul St. John, who's our gracious volunteer doing stats. He's doing the stats for the league, and we were talking about how Whitcomb plays in the Arena Lacrosse League and not known as an offensive superstar, but over the last game and I guess a game and a half now, he's showed a lot of offensive prowess here at the MSL Classic, and in a Six Nations Chiefs uniform is official Ferguson blows things down, and it looks like we're going to have another holding penalty here. And this one going to the Chiefs. That's Leland Powell, number 44, heading to the bench. As both goaltenders heading to the bench for a bottle of water, or a little squirt of water here. As we've got ourselves a tie game. And again, game sponsors, we'd like to thank Weingard Motors, a proud sponsor, teaming up with the Six Nations Chiefs this year, helping provide some of the support for these games. And of course, head on over to JVI Video YouTube Channel 1. You're watching this game on Channel 1, and you can also go to JVI Video Channel 2, and they've got the other games, all games from the Red Rink. As JVI Video has been a very, very huge partner and a very huge... Oh, there's a shot, and that one goes wide, as JVI Sports has been very big supporter of lacrosse here in Ontario, especially providing a ton of support and bringing all of you lacrosse fans this lacrosse action, whether it be the MSL Classic or, of course, the OJLL. Austin Stotts goes around the horn. He fighting off a check as he taking a couple of whacks from a pair of Owen Sound defenders as he's barreled down and still has the ball. Stotts showing his strength and behind the back behind the back shot, and then gets a fistful or a faceful of fist from an Owen Sound defender as he dropped like a sack of potatoes as draws a penalty. And there's Cadeau with a beautiful finesse move as he jumps into the crease area, jumps over the crease, and goes behind. As we've got ourselves another penalty here. There's 44 seconds remaining in the Leland Palace penalty. And Owen Sound heading to the penalty box for cross-checking. That's number 33, Josh Medeiros. So for 48 seconds, we're going to have some 4-on-4 lacrosse action. Chiefs going right to left on your screen here. Bo Hunter with it. He tries to go up the middle. He's met by a defender. Spins off the check. Pass to Cadeau, intended for Cadeau. Bounces off, and now Weidman has it. And hands it off to Robert Hudson. Weidman. He hands it off to McNabb. McNabb's got a goal tonight. McNabb to Bridle. Dallas Bridle out to John St. John. He's on the right side. St. John looking to pass, finds Bridle, winds, shoots. That goes wide as the carom goes well wide, and Bridle tries to scoop it and is met by a pair of Chiefs, and now the Chiefs rush down the floor. 4 minutes, 15 seconds remain here in the second quarter. Six Nations 4, Owen Sound 4. MSL action here live from the track. Thanks for joining us as Cadeau Hill has it with Bomberry. Chiefs on the power play now. Cadeau to Stotts. Stotts winds up. Durston picks up the rebound, and Whitcomb now has it. Whitcomb to Bomberry. Out to Stotts. Stotts directing traffic. Durston down low. Bomberry winds up, shoots, scores! Brendan Bomberry with the bomb on the power play as the Chiefs playing keep away and trying to find a little bit of an opening. And it was Brendan Bomberry as they move the ball here, as you can see. And Bomberry just leans right into it and absolutely beats Hartley on that one. And with 3:36 remaining in the second quarter, the Chiefs now have a 1-goal lead at 5-4. Tyson Bomberry and Chris Willman on the draw. That one won by the Chiefs, or won by Owen Sound, as Liam LeClair's stick goes flying in the yard sale fashion. 3 minutes remain here in the first half of play in the MSL Classic as LeClair heads to the bench and hands the ball off. Stotts with it now. He's up top. Spinning. Out to Whitcomb. Whitcomb up top. Spins off a defender. Still has the ball. And again, showing a lot of agility is Stotts' shot picked off by Chris Willman. Willman all alone by himself. He's met by a pair of Chiefs. Willman drops it all the way back for Weidman as Weidman is met. Owen Sound pulls back. McNabb showing that veteran presence. Pulls back, waits for his teammates to come now. Parker Campbell with it. Out to Nick McNabb. McNabb's shot stopped by Hill. Vern Hill Jr. now with it as the Chiefs make a wholesale change. Both sides making the change here is Cadeau Hill now with it. Cadeau on the left side. Cross floor pass to Durston. Now to Bowhunter. Bowhunter goes up, goes down, tries to shoot. That one goes over and Karam's off the board. And Josh Medeiros now has it. Dawson couldn't get a handle on the ball as the ball comes loose, and Hill down to Bomberry. Bomberry with the stretch pass to Stotts. Stotts creates some space, shot, and a save by Hartley. Hartley with the save and a nice cover by the defense of Owen Sound here as we've got 1 minute 30 seconds remaining in the half. And the Six Nations Chiefs holding on to a 5-4 lead here at the MSL Classic. St. John with it. He goes across the floor. McNabb shoots, scores! And just like that, we're tied, and Jake McNabb's got a pair of goals. A nice little play by St. John and McNabb, just playing catch here as you see the replay. The pair trying to create some space and get the goalie to move. And a nice pump fake, and McNabb using that defender as a screen, and I don't think Dustin Hill saw that one. So with a minute 21 remaining, McNabb's got his second goal of the game and second goal in a row. As Owen Sound ties things up here as we come down the stretch of the first half. Owen Sound with the ball. Out to Weidman. Weidman, he's met. He's going to wait for a full complement as he heads to the bench. The offense comes back out here. 57 seconds to go. St. John again with it. Out to Bridle. Bridle's shot stopped by Hill. As Bridle's foot heads into the crease as a stoppage in play, and now possession in favor of the Chiefs. Whitlow out to Cadeau. Cadeau's shot goes wide and Karam's wide up. And if I had a baseball glove, I almost had that one. 38 seconds to go here. Owen Sound 5, Six Nations 5. As the shot clock has 19 seconds left. So Owen Sound's going to take their time here. McNabb with the shot. That one stopped. Rebound. Picked up by LeClair as the Six Nations Chiefs bench. President, GM, and now head coach Dwayne Dewey Jacobs calling the timeout. Tim Bomberry out there, and there is a very familiar face coaching the offense tonight. And of course, that's the captain of this team, Cody Jamieson. Cody making his first appearance at the MSL Classic. He was joking before the game during the warm-up that he asked Jacobs, so where am I playing tonight? And Jacobs told him, behind the bench. Of course, Cody, along with Randy Stotts, were coaching the Six Nations Arrows at the OJLL tournament. And of course, the Arrows have finished their action. Of course, you can watch all of those games on JVI Video, channels 1 and 2. So, with the timeout, Dustin Hill still on the bench in favor of the extra attacker here. We got 14.6 seconds remaining, and it's going to be 6-on-5 here as Stotts brings it up the floor. 11 seconds to go. Stotts is going to take his time. Winds up out to Cadeau. Cadeau back to Stotts. Stotts spinning off a pair of defenders. Tries to find Durston but can't. As that's it, his time expires. And another great 2 quarters of play by Owen Sound, much like their game last night against Oakville, just hanging around. And of course, well, we've got ourselves a little bit of pleasantries here. And as you can guess, Austin Stotts is in the middle of things again. As, like I was saying, Owen Sound just sticking around with Oakville. And tonight they're doing the same. A great defensive stance for 2 quarters in Owen Sound. As we now leave for the first half, and we got a 10-minute break here. And we will be back with more MSL Classic action when the second half returns. Thanks for joining us. And welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center for quarter number 3 of this MSL Classic tilt between the Owen Sound. There's a shot by Owen Sound's number 25, Chris Willman, off the draw and handled easily by Dustin Hill. Back to the MSL Classic action here between Owen Sound and the Six Nations Chiefs. Just a reset. 3-2 in favor of the Chiefs after one quarter. Owen Sound battled back, taking advantage of the power play, tying things up. Jake McNabb's got a pair of goals for Owen Sound as Rylan Hartley easily handles that one. Again, we're talking about Owen Sound. Last night, of course, the Chiefs last night beat Coburg rather handily, but down on this rink, Owen Sound took on Brooklyn. I kept on saying Oakville. I keep on seeing that Oakville or the Toronto Rock logo at center, and I see a lot of Oakville Rock paraphernalia around. Got it a little bit mixed up, but Owen Sound played Brooklyn last night and, of course, hung around for 3 quarters until Brooklyn, who is still undefeated in the MSL Classic, broke away. Vern Hill Jr. with the ball on the right side. There's a shot. Butterfly save by Rylan. Rylan looks very sharp right now, Rylan Hartley looking very sharp. Bridle. Out to Parker Campbell. He has it. Out to Fegan. Fegan's shot swallowed up by the pad of Dustin Hill, but couldn't get the rebound as Owen Sound feverishly getting it. And now Campbell with it. Attracts 3 Chiefs with it. Ball comes loose and Liam LeClaire picks it up and heads to the bench and hands it off. There's a shot. That one off the stick of Jerry Stotts. Handled by Hartley as the Owen Sound come back up the floor. Oh, there's a tip shot off the stick of Robert Hudson. And off the shoulder of a Chief that goes wide. End-to-end action to start the second half here. There's a shot courtesy of Owen Hill. Swallowed up by Hartley. We were talking at halftime when we were off the air that shot attempt by Stotts looked like he was going to score. But of course, with some of these trial rules, trying to adapt to some of the NLL rules, one rule that is not a part of that is the wraparound, the Superman wraparound, however you want to call it. Like Austin Stotts attempted from behind the net. Not allowed to do that in MSL. But it is one of those highlight reel type opportunities that are allowed in the National Lacrosse League. So just to clear up there on that one. Leland Palace, he's got the ball. Bunch of youngsters out there for the Chiefs right now as Whitcomb hands out the Cadeau, who is the oldest player for the Chiefs, out on the floor. Owen Sound picking the ball up. Oliver Bolstieri heads to the bench, hands it off to Campbell. St. John, he finds Bridle. Bridle on the left side. He's met by the Chiefs. Cross floor pass. That one's shot, handled by Hill, and that one off the stick of Campbell. Bridle, Owen Sound still with possession. Bridle spins down low. He's met by a defender. Bridle shoots, saved by the right paw of Dustin Hill as the loose ball again picked up by Owen Sound. Owen Sound doing a great job in the offensive end, picking up loose balls. That's something that they were really good at in that first half. They dominated in that category, as well as just clogging the defensive end, not allowing the Chiefs to have a lot of inside opportunities. Most of the Chiefs' opportunities coming from way outside as Jordan Durston stops from the right side, hands it off to Stotts. Plays catch, now Durston back with it. Bomberry, whistle blows. Possession change, out to Owen Sound. Klopfer with it, shot scores! Brett Klopfer with the shot and a goal to put Owen Sound out. There was an unassuming play here. It's just a loose ball pickup by Klopfer. He lumbered his way down and just charged and almost caught Dustin Hill napping, and a beautiful shot bounced between the wickets of Dustin Hill. And just like that, with 10:34 remaining in the third quarter, Owen Sound takes a 6-5 lead. Owen Sound wins the draw. Now in possession are the Chiefs. There's an opportunity. As Owen Sound picks up the ball. Loose ball again. That's 33. Owen Down making his first MSL appearance. Owen Down, one of the Chiefs draft picks this year. The 2021 MSL entry draft. Bomberry taking some punishment, finds some air, and takes a shot on Hartley, and as Hartley loses his stick after that attempt by Brendan Bomberry. Owen Sound reloads here. 9.5 to go in the third quarter. Ball going off the head of Ty Logan. Picked up by Fegan. Fegan with it, winds up, shoots. Swallowed up. There's a rebound by Dawson. That one is stopped. And again, Owen Sound taking advantage of the juicy rebounds of Dustin Hill. Owen Sound really vicious on the loose balls and the rebounds as we have a penalty on the play, and that's down heading to the box. And Owen Sound once again is going to go on to the power play here, led by Jake McNabb. He's got a pair of goals tonight. McNabb on the left side. He's got Bridle looking. St. John behind his back. There's a shot attempt, saved by Hill, but again, Bridle sitting there on the goal mouth with the loose ball pickup. Whistle blows. Stop dead, and now Owen Sound with possession once again. Owen Sound moving the ball well. Cascanet to Bridle on the doorstep, and he's stuffed by Dustin Hill. 1 minute, 20 seconds remain in the power play to Owen Sound as Six Nations now has the ball. Stotts now with it. He's going to take his time here as he's met. Bo Hunter up top, winds, shoots, saved by Hartley. Hartley sees someone with the stretch pass, and that's Weidman with it, and he couldn't connect as Dustin Hill grabs the ball. And a little loosey-goosey on that pass is Bo Hunter. One-handed pass as Weidman tied up with Bo Hunter. And the Chiefs will now have the ball. Owen Sound with the ball now. Jake McNabb has it. Dawson back to St. John. Bridle up top now. McNabb. Pass intended for Fegan, but he couldn't get a handle on it. And there's a long stretch pass to Cadeau. Cadeau holds back. He pumped. Looked like he was going to make a charge, but couldn't do it. Pulled back for the offensive set here. 9 seconds remain in the Chiefs' penalty to down as Durston goes up top. Whitcomb spins off his defender, spins again, hands it off to Cadeau. Cadeau along the boards. He's going to be content on killing the rest of that penalty as Cadeau is met by a pair of Owen Sound players heading to the bench as the shot clock expires, the Chiefs kill off that penalty. Owen Sound setting up shop. 6:54 remain in the third quarter here. Stretch pass by St. John, but intercepted and knocked down by Tyson Bomberry, who now has the ball. Jerry Stotts has it along the boards. Hands it off to Bomberry. Bomberry taking his time as he sets it to Vernon Hill Jr. Hill, shot, saved by Hartley. Another stretch pass attempt, but that one gets knocked off. Again, Vernon Hill now with it, like a little water bug out there. Hands off to Austin Stotts. Stotts plays catch with Vernon Hill. He goes across the floor to Bomberry. Bomberry, stutter step. Met by a defender. Across the floor to Durston. Durston winds up, but that hits an Owen Sound defender. As there's a behind the back shot, and Austin Stotts scores a highlight reel goal. And in typical Austin Stotts fashion, a little bit of flair with that one. As we're going to take a look at the replay here. Made something out of nothing here. As we're taking a look back, as Stotts is in the middle, just collects the ball, met by the defender, and a little trick shot, and then goes over the shoulder of Hartley. And we're all tied up at sixes here with 5:50 remaining in the third quarter. Owen Sound player number 25, that's Chris Wilson, dumped by a Six Nations defender as Six Nations takes over possession of the ball. Austin Stotts, the last goal scorer, and of course he had 5 last night. There's a shot, save. Durston picks up the rebound. He goes across the floor to Cadeau. Cadeau directing traffic, trying to stretch things out here. Wes Whitlow with the shot, easily handled by Hartley, as there's a stretch pass attempt by Adam Weidman, but couldn't find his counterpart. As Six Nations now collects the ball and is in the offensive zone. Stotts across the floor to Whitcomb. Whitcomb, lots of room. There's a shot easily handled by Hartley, who's settled in nicely tonight between the pipes of Owen Sound. Jake Kranz dumps the ball off and heads to the bench in favor of Mike Fegan. Fegan out to St. John. Cascanet with it. Out to Bridle. Bridle is met. There's a penalty on the play, and again, I think that's going to be Owen down, heading to the box for the second time this quarter, and this time it's going to be an Owen Sound, another Owen Sound penalty or power play. No, it wasn't Owen down, it was Tyson Bomberry mixed up with the Owen Sound player down in the middle, and here's the replay again as there's the switch down low. And Tyson Bomberry, the big guy that he is, bowls over the Owen Sound forward, and he's in the box for interference here. As we're going to have a meeting of the minds here, and no, we've got ourselves an unsportsmanlike penalty. Might be coming from the bench, as looks like Leland Palace is now in the penalty box. We'll have to look with the official scores on that one, but it looked like a bench minor, perhaps, for beaking off to the officials after that one. And now with 4:20 remaining here in the third quarter, Owen Sound wearing the Senior B North Stars jerseys until their jerseys come in. Everybody else is going to be getting jerseys as well. Major Series Lacrosse is partnered with. There's a shot and a goal. Dallas Bridle gives Owen Sound a 7-6 lead on the power play. Beautiful ball movement. St. John out to McNabb. And then McNabb behind the back to Bridle. And Bridle, you give Bridle that much room, he's not going to make too many mistakes from that close. And Dallas Bridle has his second goal of the night. 4:02 left in the third quarter. And Owen Sound now has a 7-6 lead. Cadeau with it. Cadeau around the horn and tries to bounce it between the legs of Hartley, but that one's easily handled as Cadeau gets up slowly. As I was saying, Uncommon Fit partnering up with Major Series Lacrosse for the MSL Classic, and all the teams will be wearing Uncommon Fit uniforms. From what I hear, they might be coming in later on this week. Hopefully by week 3 of the MSL Classic, all the teams designing their jerseys in a collaboration with Uncommon Fit, and Major Series Lacrosse thanks them for that partnership as Dustin Hill finds Bomberry. Bomberry all alone, shoots, scores! Brendan Bomberry with his second of the night, and we're all tied up at 7. And as Brendan Bomberry jogs to the bench, he gives a little salute down to the other end to Dustin Hill. As you can see, Dustin Hill collects the ball. And with the long bomb stretch pass, hands it to Bomberry. And for the second night in a row, Bomberry has scored a goal like this. Last night it was Warren Hill, who is very much known for that long stretch pass. And this time Bomberry scores one thanks to Dustin Hill. And guess what, folks? We're tied up at 7 goals apiece with 2:55 remaining here in the third quarter. Another barn burner here on the blue rink at the Toronto Rock Athletics Center. Fegan out to St. John. Behind the back. There's a shot, and that one stopped as it looks like Kyle Dawson is all tied up with Tyson Bomberry. Not sure what's going on there in front of the net. There's a shot by McNabb as that one rattles off the iron. Loose ball picked up by Owen Sound. Owen Sound really taking advantage of the loose ball opportunities. There's a shot, and that one off the stick of Cascanet, handled by Hill, and Hill goes long distance again. Tries to find Bomberry, who is met by a pair of Owen Sound players. Oh, and there's a hit from Stotts as Stotts levels Weidman as the action comes wide and fast and furious and end to end here. 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. End to end action here, MSL Classic. Daryl Smart along with the ride with you, JVI Video, bringing you all the action live online. Thanks for joining us. It's been a great ride so far. There's a shot from Durston, handled by Hartley. Of course, JVI Video partnering up with Major Series Lacrosse for this MSL Classic. And we can't thank them enough for their support and their expertise in this department, bringing you all of the games live on JVI Video channels 1 and 2 on YouTube. And of course, it wouldn't be possible for you fans, or if it wasn't, it wouldn't be possible if it weren't for you fans wanting it, and we did our best to bring it to you, and here we are, here at the track. Thank you again for joining us. 1 minute remains in this third quarter. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Durston, stutter step, tries to have a dump pass for Stotts. Bo Hunter picks it up. There's a quick stick to Stotts, and Stotts again mixing it up physically in front of the net. This time mixing it up with Josh Medeiros, it looks like. As it looks like Stotts is heading to the penalty box. Stutz gave Medeiros a face full of mitt here, and he's going to go to the penalty box for roughing. And Owen Sound will once again go to the power play. 51 seconds remain, 51.4 seconds remain on the clock here. As Owen Sound with another power play opportunity. McNabb. Bridle. Shot right into the crest. There's another rebound picked up by Owen Sound. Looks like they've got the playbook on Dustin Hill. The two forwards just sitting there on the crease there. There's a shot handled easily by the stick and smothered up by Dustin Hill. It almost looks like Owen Sound's got the book on Dustin Hill. Try and shoot at him and create the rebound, collect the rebound, and make something happen. 12 seconds remain on the clock. Durston, he's attracted two Owen Sound defenders. Loose ball all the way to Cadeau. Cadeau. Now Leland Palace with it. Durston with the last second shot opportunity. And unlike last night in the Chiefs game, there were three buzzer beaters. There were two buzzer beaters and a late goal. And Durston couldn't beat the clock on that one. So after 3 quarters of play here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center, the Six Nations 7, the Six Nations Chiefs 7, and Owen Sound 7. We've got ourselves a barn burner tonight as both teams take their 2-minute rest before we start things up. And again, to reset that last quarter, both teams scoring 2 goals apiece. As Brett Klopfer and Dallas Bridle scoring for Owen Sound. And Austin Stutz and Brendan Bomberry scoring for the Six Nations Chiefs. And again, talking to Steve McCarthy, the assistant coach of Owen Sound, prior to the game. And again, this game very similar to their game played last night here on the Blue Rink against the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club. And the Owen Sound sticking with their opponents. But again, the wheels fell off, and I was talking to Steve before the game, and he was saying they just ran out of gas. And of course, this is a lot of lacrosse for these players. Many of them haven't played in about 1.5 years, almost 2 years, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and a lot of the players haven't had the opportunity to play or practice or get into real game situations. So almost every player in the MSL Classic is on an even playing field when it comes to fitness, or at least game-ready fitness. Because, of course, working out is one thing, getting on the floor and playing in a game situation is another. So lots of tired bodies. Both teams played last night, so fitness will be a factor. Owen Sound has much of the same lineup as what they had last night. Six Nations, much the same lineup as last night, minus 2 or 3, I think 2 players. Owen Down is one of those players. Chiefs with the opportunities, swallowed up by Hartley. That one off the stick of Justin Martin. Bolsteri, he's got the ball. He's going to head to the bench, hands it off to St. John. St. John's going to lead the way, one of the veterans on this Owen Sound team. There's a shot, scores! Sneaky play by Kyle Dawson. And Kyle Dawson has tied this one up on the power play. And again, Owen Sound with another power play goal. This one off the stick of Kyle Dawson. Here's the replay, and again, just a sneaky little play. It looked like Dawson wasn't going to do much with it. he had all that room. And if you're given all that room, why not go with it? And Kyle Dawson scoring his second goal of this game with 14:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. And now Owen Sound taking an 8-7 lead, Owen Sound really taking advantage of the power play. There's an errant pass, that one off the netting. And back onto the floor and in possession of the Chiefs. Stretch pass for Bomberry. Bomberry out to Whitlow as his shot goes wide. That almost looked like a practice drill, just stretch passes out. Owen Sound picks up the ball, and they're in the offensive end. Jordan Cascanet here on the right side. Cascanet out to Bridle. Oh, sorry, that's McNabb. McNabb out to Fegan. Fegan's met by LeClaire, and LeClaire and Fegan tie up, and now the loose ball with the Chiefs. Stotts now with it. Stotts still with it. Shoots, scores! Boy, oh boy, Austin Stotts is fired up after that one. Is Owen down? Owen down, welcome to MSL, because he just hands the ball off to Austin Stotts, and all he could do is just watch as Austin Stotts bounced off two defenders, had two pump fakes, and almost on his back puts the ball past Hartley, and we're all tied up. Wow. Austin Stotts knows how to entertain the crowd, and he knows how to score with flair, and that was a perfect example of that. Boy, oh boy, Austin Stotts putting on a show the last couple of days offensively. Face-off won by Willman. Willman still with it as he and Owen Sound sets up shop here, trying to tie things up. Or sorry, trying to get ahead. Owen Sound 8, Six Nations 8, 12:55 remains in the fourth quarter. There's a shot. That one handled by Dustin Hill. Now we're tied, and there's a stretch pass opportunity for Stotts again as he's upended and heads to the bench. We're all tied up, and again, one of those trial MSL Classic rules is the overtime. There's a shot opportunity, scores! Mike Fegan streaking down the middle. And as I was about to talk about overtime, Owen Sound pulls ahead again by one as we look at the replay. A nice pass here by St. John, I believe it was, as he saw Fegan streaking right in and a full head of steam. Fegan made no mistake, put that one over the shoulder and put Owen Sound up 9-8 with 12:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. There's a shot saved by Hartley. Chiefs with possession. Whitlow back to Stotts. Stotts spins, shoots, saved by Hartley. I was just going to talk about one of the trial rules is the overtime. Instead of playing a full overtime period, MSL Classic adapting to sudden death or sudden victory overtime here at the MSL Classic. So something to watch for if we go to overtime. But of course, Owen Sound now with the lead. We've got a delayed penalty on the call. There's a shot from Whitcomb as Hartley smothers it, and it looks like a cross-checking penalty to Owen Sound. And it looks like Chris Willman is going to head into the sin bin. Funny enough, Tony Dockstader, who's working the penalty box door for the Chiefs, had the door open ready for a Six Nations player. But in the end, it's Willman with the cross-check penalty, and now Six Nations will go to work here on the power play. 11:40 remains in this fourth quarter. Owen Sound up by 1. Stotts up top to Bomberry. Now to Cadeau. Stotts shot saved by Hartley. Rebound picked up by Stotts. Cadeau all alone. She scores! Cadeau Hill has tied it up with his second goal of the game. Cadeau Hill making quick work on the power play. And again, that was all Austin Stotts doing the dirty work, picking up the loose ball, taking the punishment, and shoveling the pass off to Cadeau Hill, who finishes it off for his second goal of the game. And guess what? We're tied at 9 goals apiece with 11:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Owen Sound now with the ball off the draw. Looked like a yard sale at center here. Owen Sound setting up shop. Bridle passes it to McNabb. McNabb out to Campbell. Campbell up the middle. Back to McNabb. McNabb pumps, shoots, saved by Hill. Again, a juicy rebound, this time picked up by the Chiefs defense. Ty Logan with it. He's got numbers. Out to Whitlow. Whitlow was trying to pass it back to him. Stotts behind the net, comes back around. One hand on his stick. Out to Whitlow. A charging Whitcomb now. Whitcomb up the middle. Shoots. And that one's stopped. Rebound almost handled by Bomberry, but loose ball now picked up by the Chiefs. Wes Whitlow. Stotts logging a lot of time tonight. Looks like he's in mid-season form. Called Brendan Bomberry's name as he tried to get the ball, and looks like Stotts is going to go back to the penalty box. As he was upended, he took a whack at Rylan Hartley's pads, and you could hear it from all over the place here at the track. Here's the replay. Bomberry with that nice stretch pass to Stotts. Stotts takes all sorts of punishment, but then there it is right there. There's the infraction. As Stotts all the way down, on the way down, takes a whack at Hartley. And now Stotts back in the penalty box. For slashing here. And Owen Sound will go back on the power play. Going to ask Paul St. John how many power play goals Owen Sound has tonight. 10:15 remains in the fourth quarter here. 9-9 tie, game between Owen Sound. And just confirming with Paul that Owen Sound has 4 power play goals tonight. So 4 of their 9 goals have come on the man advantage. So they have taken full advantage of the Chiefs in the box. Owen Sound working around the horn. St. John's behind his back. Receives it again. McNabb has it now. Tries to find Bridle. Bridle's back's turned. Bounces off, and Hill goes long distance for Leclerc. Leclerc all alone. He's got one already tonight, and that's a save by Hartley. And a rebound by Tyson Bomberry. By Ty Logan. And that one goes off the iron. 2 opportunities for the Chiefs, short-handed, but couldn't connect. As Tyson Bomberry hands off in favor of Cadeau Hill. Cadeau, he's got 2 tonight. He's along the boards, looking for a little patience, directing a little traffic. He's got Bo Hunter out there with him. Whitlow, Durston heads to the bench. As Cadeau happily dumps it down as the shot clock expires, trying to kill off this penalty. 9-9, Owen Sound, Six Nations here live from the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Daryl Smart along with the JVI video crew. Thanks for joining us along on this ride tonight. This is one of the best games of the MSL Classic so far. especially one of the tightest games. As there's a cross pass by St. John's, tipped by a Six Nations player. And there's a shot off the butt of a Chiefs player. And now Whitcomb with the shot. That one's saved by Hartley. Hartley is dialed in right now. Stotts is about to get back onto the floor here. And we're back at full strength with 8:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Vern Hill shot that one off the iron. That's about the third shot off the iron in the last 3 minutes or so for the Chiefs. They're finding their shot. They're just not putting it in the net. Cadeau stutters, shoots, dives in, saved by Hartley. Now it looks like Stotts again mixing it up along the boards. He is so strong with the ball. And Stotts is not happy with that. And just like that, I think Stotts is going to be... Oh, that's Durston going to the dressing room. He's going to be the recipient of the hot water and the dry towels, as Durston didn't agree with what the officials were doing there. And Jeremy Bailey, the official, sorting things out at the penalty box, got an earful from first from Austin Stotts and then from Jordan Durston. And enough was enough, and there's a cross-check, an unsportsmanlike, and a game misconduct, it looks like. Just trying to figure out my charades hand movements as Jeremy Bailey sorted things out there, and looked like it was going to be a cross-check, an unsportsmanlike, and a game misconduct. So we will see. And if I get it correct, I might be pretty good at charades on the weekend. So 7:42 remain. We've got a tie game here. And Wes Whitlow is now in the penalty box. He's going to be in the box for 4 minutes. So again, Owen Sound having scored 4 power play goals tonight. On the power play for 4 minutes now. And minus Jordan Durston, who is out of this game. Bomberry took a little bit of punishment off of that Owen Sound shot as Leclerc has it. He's trying to stretch things out. He dumps it into the corner. And Stotts is met by a pair of Owen Sound players. And again, Stotts going down heavy. My goodness. When he's not scoring goals, he's definitely involved physically into this game. As there's the replay as he jumps up in the air and is met by, looks like 33. That's Medeiros, who checked him on that one. And Stotts went down heavily, and it looks like Medeiros is going to head to the box this time for cross-checking. So Stotts' hustle has created a penalty for Owen Sound, and now we're going to be at 4-on-4. For 2 minutes here, as there's 3:20 remaining in the double minor to Six Nations, and now Six Nations with the ball. Bo Hunter tries to find Bomberry, and he's met by Patrick Keschuk. He heads to the bench and passes the ball off to Weidman. Weidman goes long distance to Fegan. Fegan, easy to spot with that white helmet for Owen Sound, the lone player wearing a white helmet. Can't see the number, at least I can see the helmet. Cascanet dishes off to Campbell. Campbell shot, and that one, Dustin Hill had no idea where that one was, as Again, Owen Sound taking advantage of the rebounds and the loose balls in the offensive end. Owen Sound doing a fantastic job of that tonight. Whitcomb, of course, he had 5 last night. Scored the first goal of the game for the Chiefs tonight off a strange bounce. Whitcomb pumps, finds Vern Hill. Vernon whistled the ball, whistled down before Vern's shot as Owen Sound now saunters up the floor with Bolsteri. Bolsteri is met by Tyson Bomberry along the glass. That's what that noise was, as John St. John has the ball for Owen Sound. St. John guiding traffic here as Bridle has it. Bridle, shot, saved by, oh, there's a beautiful goal by Kyle Dawson. And just like that, Kyle Dawson has the hat trick and has given Owen Sound a 10-9 lead with 5 minutes 30 seconds remaining. And there's the play again, and off the replay you can see there's the shot and a rebound, big fat rebound coming out, and Kyle Dawson has been all over those rebounds all night long, and I think all 3 goals for Kyle Dawson have come off the rebound and into the net, but that one, the nicest one of the 3 with that behind the back shot, beating Dustin Hill, and now Owen Sound leads 10-9. .520 remain here in the fourth quarter. Owen Sound up by 1. And of course, Owen Sound taking advantage of the man advantage. Owen Sound off the stick of McNabb, easily handled by Hill, who's had himself a solid game. Cadeau Hill leading the charge here. Hands it off to Bowhunter. Bowhunter winds up, shoots. That one goes well wide and bounces off the boards and all the way down to the other end, as Jake Kranz now has it. Dallas Bridle with the ball out to Fegan. Fegan cross, floor pass now to St. John. Bridle, shot overhand, way over the top, and that one into the mitt of Dustin Hill. 32 seconds remain in the Six Nations double minor. As the Chiefs set up shop here with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Stotts, he's met by Kaschuk, spins off a pair of defenders, still with the ball. He is so strong with that ball. There's a shot, the waster, as the shot clock is winding down and he heads to the box as Cadeau mixes it up with Bolsteri. Weidman now has it. He's going to head to the bench as he passes it off to Cascanet. St. John now with it. He goes across the floor to Bridle. Out to McNabb. McNabb winds up. Shot saved by Hill. Cascanet with it. Tries a little shovel pass. And the meeting of the sticks there as Justin Martin and Dallas Bridle jostle with each other. And Bridle again met by another Chiefs defender, this time Owen Down, who's making his debut tonight. Cadeau now with it. Cadeau tried to, it looked like a pass off the glass. There's a quick stick opportunity by Whitcomb. And that one thwarted by the big shoulder of Hartley. Cascanet to McNabb. McNabb charges, shoots. Saved by Hill. The Chiefs defense doing their best to clear those rebounds. something that Owen Sound has been able to gobble up quite often, as Bo Hunter now has it out to Stotts. Stotts winds up. That one whistles just wide of Hartley, as Hartley looks behind him, and Brendan Bomberry with a nice little fancy move. There's a shot. No! Whitlow had a wide open net and hits the iron. And for about the fourth time this quarter, the Chiefs have rattled one off the iron. Snake bit almost with 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, and Owen Sound holding on to a 10-9 lead. St. John out to Willman. There's a shot saved by Hill. Ball stuck in Dustin Hill's pad there somewhere inside the pant and inside the pad. Almost time to gives his teammates a little bit of a break, a little bit of a lucky break, I guess, for the Chiefs, who are trying to collect themselves here with 1 minute 38 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. While we're on the break, we got to thank Weingard Motors for being a game sponsor of the Six Nations Chiefs. Many of the teams have game sponsors helping support the webcasts here by JVI Video. And we thank them for all of their expertise bringing you the MSL Classic live and online. Stotts, minute 27 left. He's met by a pair of defenders. Still spinning. He still has the ball. He's bouncing off of everybody. There's a shot. And that one picked up by Hartley. You can see how bad Austin Stotts wants to win. The guy has players draped all over him. He's going to be sore tomorrow, that's for sure, as he's shaking off his left ankle, it looks like. And of course, many of these players haven't played a lot of lacrosse in the last year and a half to 2 years. And as we look at the replay here, there's one, there's two players, and Stotts does the log roll after his shot opportunity. But yeah, a lot of these players haven't had a lot of game action in the last year and a half, 2 years. So guys are hurting. They could be in the best shape possible, but still that game shape's a whole different ball game. Bomberry with it up top with Stotts. Stotts stretch past to Cadeau. Cadeau sees Stotts. Stotts tries to pass it to Cadeau. Couldn't get a handle on it. Bomberry tries to find Stotts. Can't get him. Bo Hunter tries to get the loose ball but can't get it. Weidman, he picks up the ball still loose. I thought Weidman picked it up but couldn't as the shot clock expires. 44 seconds remain here. Owen Sound leads 10-9. Medeiros coughs up the ball. And now Bomberry with it. 33 to go as Bomberry is upended by a pair of Owen Sound defenders. And the Chiefs, Whitcomb, tries to strip the ball. And as Wes Whitlow grabs the ball, Dwayne Jacobs, the president, GM, and now head coach of the Six Nations team, calls timeout as they have 23.2 seconds to sort things out. And of course, they've got the man advantage with Chris Willman in the penalty box. 1:06 remaining in his penalty. Of course, only 23 seconds remaining in regulation time. Again, we want to thank you very much for joining us live and online here on JVI Video and the MSL Classic. It's been an absolute blast so far. And we're only midway through the second week of action. And of course, the MSL Classic is going to be spread over a 5-week period. It all began last week, July 7th, and will wrap up on August 26th. And of course, today, Owen Sound and Six Nations facing off, and tomorrow the Coburg Kodiaks will take on the Oakville Rock here at the Blue Rink at 8 o'clock. And all of that game, like every other game, will be live and online on JVI Video. 17 seconds remain. Cadeau with it. Winds up. Shot saved by Hartley. Loose ball all the way down as 10 seconds remain. And Bomberry's going to have to hurry here. 7 seconds remain. There's the stretch pass. Intercepted by Weidman as he tries to go long distance. And you can make it a final as Rylan Hartley with the fist pump and a very exuberant Owen Sound Lacrosse Club team. As Weidman and Stotts exchanging pleasantries, but you know what? Make it a final. Owen Sound winning its first game of the MSL Classic by a score of 10-9. What a great game. And again, we will have more MSL action or MSL Classic action tomorrow here live on JVI Sports. So please join us on Channel 1 as the Coburg Kodiaks will take on the Oakville Rock at 8 o'clock. For Daryl Smart and the rest of the JVI video crew, I thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next time.